Hypercast off.
Hypercast off. Change. Hyper Beetle.
Hey YouTube, this is Thundershock Chris coming at you with a Figuarts review. Today I'll be reviewing Kamen Rider Kauto Hyperform. So this being my first Figuarts review, I've heard great things about this line, so I took a chance on one of my favorite riders of all time, Kamen Rider Kauto, and they were sold out of him in regular form, so I chose Hyperform. Figuarts, I'm going to give you a quick size comparison. Figuarts is around 5 or so inches, I would assume. Since here is actually more like, maybe about 5.5 inches. I have not measured, but I'm assuming, since I think this was a 4-inch figure. So you can see pretty good size comparison. So Figuarts are quite a bit of a larger toy than we Americans are used to. Well, we Power Ranger collectors, that's for sure. So I'm taking this away now, since this is a crap toy compared to this. So I'm gonna start with detail. As you can see, majority of this figure is covered in this nice metallic red paint. Oh, excuse me, my throat is sore. And it's covered from head to toe in either silver or red paint. Where's the camera? And here's a good look at the head real quick. As you can see, very nice very big Kabuto Musashi beetle horns with a show inaccurate eye color. In the show, it's more of a greenish, bluish mix. Here, it's the same blue as he is in rider form, which I actually kind of prefer. But I have to address that. The belt is pretty well detailed too. You can see the Kabuto Zector right there, already in the cast-off position, as well as an unpainted Hyper Zector, which is removable, by the way. It is unpainted, which is a bit of a letdown, but not a deal breaker. Let's see where else. Well, just give you a quick tour around him. He's very well detailed, I will admit. Note on my figure, I broke one of the pegs, because I did not have stands, so he did not survive a fall, and you can see part of a peg is stuck in there. And then I lost the leg guard for it. It's the hyper clock up one, so yeah, sorry about that. So articulation wise, he has a ball joint in the shoulder, and his shoulder guards are actually movable, which is awesome. Double elbow articulation. I'm pretty sure it's a bicep swivel. A hinge and ball joint at the wrist. Double jointed head, so it can do kind of like a Family Guy Quagmire thing, but it's not very good. He has a full ball jointed head. Two about the human extent of moving, normal human extent in the waist, and then a chest movement for crunch poses, if you so desire. The legs are what really interests me. Figuarts has this thing where they have an extending stem. I don't know how well you can see that. Move, please, Kabuto. Thank you. But as you can see, it can move. I'm not sure if you can see that stem there, but trust me, there's a stem there. So it can help with more kicking poses. Oh, by the way, you can also move there. Double jointed knees. Full ball jointed foot and toe action. So that's pretty much the extent of his articulation, which is very, very impressive. I have fun posing this guy with some of my other toy collections. So accessory-wise, what does he come with? Why do you want to buy this toy? Well, as a Figuarts, he comes with a standard of multiple hands. He comes with about 5 hands. Oh, 5 accessory hands. 6 or 7 if you include his default fist, which I have one on right now. I'm sorry, my throat is like killing me for some reason. So he also comes with his weapon, the Perfect Zector, which comes with all 3 Zectors. None of them transform into anything, so, and they are detachable, by the way. So we have a, focus. Oh, there we go. Focus, okay. Comes with a B Zector, already in its cast-off position. Whoa, stay focused. I'm pretty sure these are actually, the paint scheme on these is actually similar to that of the Perfect Zector toy. So these are not quite accurate to the show, but these are accurate to the toy. Next one is the Drake Zector. Focus. There we go. So they're pretty well detailed, I will admit, and a shame the wings on the Drake Zector cannot move, but it's nothing too bad. Focus. Thank you. And then finally, one of my personal favorite Zectors, the S.H.Figuarts Zector, and which is absolutely tiny and absolutely adorable. He is my little S.H.Figuarts buddy. He can only move his tail, which, you know, take that as you will. But nice, nicely detailed. And here's the sword itself. Oop. Yeah, put that back on. So this is also very well focused. My camera just wants to autofocus on Kauto. And as you can see, the 4 buttons are painted, each with an appropriate color. Kauto, Zabi, Drake, and S.H.Figuarts. Whoa. Focus. It's very well painted, I will admit. This is a beautiful little piece of sword. And it can also be converted into its gun mode. Very nice. So, he also comes with, since I don't feel like bringing them all out, the different hands he comes with. He comes with his pointing to the heavens hand, which I had him in the pose at the start of the review. 2 holding hands for the weapon, and 2 expressed open hands, like I'm going to kill you. Extension guards for the hyper clock up, and hyper clock up wings, which I will now demonstrate how you transform into hyper clock up. So, since I previously mentioned that he can undergo this change, let's show you how he does it. So first, we take these, raise them up, go to the chest, pop off both of the chest guards, then we relocate them on 2 other pegs right there. As you can see, his chest is now exposed. And then we go to the guards. Remove 1. Remove 2. Well, that one has already been removed. And remove 3. Please note that I do have the 4th guard for the regular hyper cast off mode, but I lost the one for hyper clock up, so I cannot demonstrate it completely. I do apologize. So take one of the arm ones, put it on, take the other one, put it on, leg one, put it on, and then we go to the back, which I just pull these up. Bit of finagling, they are on ball joints, by the way. Oh. And just splay them open, which you can see kind of the back. It's like a jet exhaust, which is really cool. I will admit. Oh, before I forget, let me just show that off. Pop them up anyway. I'm gonna replace them with the wings. I like the wings better. As you can see, it's everything on Figuarts are very, very well painted. Very well painted, very well detailed, and just beautiful figures to look at. So, let's just put him back here. As you can see, it just doesn't quite look right. That missing leg guard. If I find it, I'll definitely post an update. Go to the back. Take the same pegs we did. and just put them on. And here we go. We have Kamen Rider Kauto, son of a biscuit. Hyper clock up mode. Now nothing here has really changed, only that he now looks like he will destroy any worm in the world, and he will do so. This man will murder any worm except his sister. So, as I mentioned before, Figuarts does not have posable fingers, rather they prefer to have swappable hands. So to do so, I'm going to only replace one. You just go here, and they're kind of a pain to take off. I swear I'm going to break it every time I do it. But once you get the hang of it, it's not that big of a problem. Let's put that arm guard back on. Okay, I'm wasting camera time. Take one of the holding hands, which... Oh, dropped it. Where'd it go? There it is. Place it. Oh, and you can see how it is. It's a hinge and a ball joint, so... Dang it. Putting them on is like worse than taking them off. There we go. A couple just kind of lopsided. And I'm just going to have him hold it without any sectors on it, because I'm too lazy to put them on right now. Or maybe I'll put them on for the final verdict. We'll see. As you can see, he can hold it quite well. Oh, this is not dignified posed. But now on to my final verdict. So, for my final verdict, I really like this toy. It's very fun to fiddle around with. Although it being an expensive import, I'm very hesitant to kind of mess with it as much as I would with some of my other toys. As you can see, I'm already hesitant even more now because I broke one of the leg guards off, but that's besides the point. That's just me messing up. I will say, do not keep this figure art in a high altitude like I did without a Tamashi stand. Or a stable. See? Stand keeps them when you bump things like I did. Yeah. But overall, this figure is very well painted, very well articulated. The unpainted Hyper Zector and the discolored eyes are a bit of a snare for you Kabuto purists, which I'm not one of. But the fact that it comes with all of the Zectors and the gun and the perfect Zector can change forms is very impressive to me. Well, me being an American consumer, and our toys being, like, not so great. So, I do have a rating scale, and I will rate this guy as Gokaiger approved, which is the highest rating I am giving. The other ratings are, I will gush real quick, since this is my first figure art review, and first time I came up with the stats. There is Gokaiger approved at the very top. Number 2 is I'd buy this at full price, which is kind of like a B. Third one is it's okay, but wait for a price slash. That's a C. A D rating is something dropped. D is I would only give this to a person I don't like. That's a D rating. That's basically like me saying I'd give this as a gift if I don't like the person. And F is not worth my money and deserves to burn. Or Ghost Agerus, if you wish. My hatred of Ghost Ager. So that's it for my review of S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Kauto Hyperform. You can check me out on CollectionDX.com under the name Thundershock Curse. And there's actually 2 ways you can be watching this video. Under CDX or under my YouTube channel, Thundershock Curse. Whichever one you're watching, please go check out my written review and the pictures I took. I'm gonna admit they're not all that great, but hey, I worked hard. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Henshin!